fought the longest war in American history. They fought the longest war in American history. In 1965, Vietnam...
It started. Come on, you know what song this is. I can't play it on here because
it was different in many ways, and so were those who did the fighting. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26.
What is that?
In Vietnam, he was 19. In Vietnam, he was 19.
Oh, yeah.
Sidebust.
19. The heaviest fighting of the past 2 weeks continues today, 25 miles
Sidebust.
I wasn't really sure what was going on.
Popeye's chicken.
yeah, you could talk.
Motherfucker. Sidebust. Motherfucker, what up, gesture? You gesture back to me.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Record.
Okay, we're back. Sidebust episode number 2.
Yep.
Friday edition.
My name is, we are your hosts. I'm Dio, Jared, Jelson here, and
Yo.
What's up?
you know what? I don't care what anybody says. Ben Affleck, shitty choice for Batman. That's all
Fuck
I
Ben
gotta say.
Affleck. He did one of the worst films in fucking Hollywood. Was
What?
it Gilly or whatever that shit is?
I don't even
I
know
see
yet.
it. I don't even
Oh,
know.
Geely?
Geely.
Holy shit! I forgot about that.
It's
one.
literally classified as one of the worst films in history in Hollywood. So how the fuck are you gonna do Ben Affleck as fucking Batman? That's just fucking wrong.
I think WB's thinking was that they wanted to get a big name that would make people... They figured that if we can't have Christian Bale anymore, they needed a big name to replace that, to make people forget about that. So they thought they wanted to go big with a sure name, established name. But you know, you get a guy like that, a fucking name like Ben Affleck, who definitely has history in the fucking genre. His fucking celebrity is gonna overshadow the character, and that's the thing. People aren't gonna be able to separate that and like get into the story. I'm telling you, the first time that
He's not a tough guy.
yeah, he's not a tough guy. The first time that dude does that fucking smirk that he does, it's gonna take you completely out of the movie.
Yeah, it's basically what when Val Kilmer played Batman. It was just like, what the
man, that
fuck?
Just the blonde hair.
Come on, man.
Picture you posted of Val
Val Kilmer,
Kilmer. Like, remember when I was Batman? Holy shit.
Damn, man.
He chubbed it out.
To this day, Christian Bale killed the new genre of fucking Batman, but still, to me, Michael Keaton was the one.
Batman 1 is
Like
that
he killed it like it
Acting
was
wise.
bad or like he
he
did a great
job. Is that?
Yeah.
Dude,
Batman
Batman 1 and fucking Batman with Jack Nicholson and Part 2 with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman
Still
and
stands.
Danny DeVito as fucking the Penguin. Fucking classics.
Yeah, the two Tim Burton ones are really fucking
Fuck
good.
yeah.
I think they're good.
Yeah.
I love them.
The
I
first
love
two.
them. The first two, yeah.
I like
Michelle Pfeiffer, to me, she fucking it was nice.
She killed it as Catwoman.
She
dude.
was.
Yeah. The second one doesn't get that much love though.
I love the second one.
nah.
I
it
was-
doesn't.
I love the second
When I was
one.
a kid though, I thought it was the fucking best sequel.
Me too. I love it. I still to this day.
Bro.
Me too,
bro. Yeah.
That shit was fucking. It was on the other not that long ago on TBS. I was like, yo, this is the one.
It rarely comes up. I want to watch it again. It's been a minute. I don't think I've watched it since the fucking early 90s.
Yeah, there was just like I wouldn't say that it was better than the first one. Because some people were saying, like, I've seen people post talking about Batman Returns was like the best Batman ever. Like, I don't know if they're comparing it to the Christian Bale ones, but they're saying even better than, obviously they're better than the later Tim Burton ones, but better than like Michael Keaton and the Joker.
Which one?
Batman. I've seen people post that.
Oh, you talking about the new ones?
No, they're talking about Batman Returns with, Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Danny DeVito.
And I agree with that to an extent because of the acting. It's not necessarily the whole Marvel the DC, Batman. It's basically the acting jobs. Like Michelle Pfeiffer, what she did to Catwoman.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito, what he did to Penguin. Michael Keaton, just in general, the acting, the filming, everything. It was a good fucking film for that concept and genre in film. Like back then, all that shit was really
even Christopher Walken was a dick.
Oh yeah, exactly right.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that, man. That guy was like a bigger villain than Danny DeVito at some point.
Yeah, and not only that. Remember, there was no real films in like comic books because the only one who did it and killed it and everybody loves it to this day is Christopher Reeves in fucking Superman.
Yeah.
Come on, nobody fucked with it because of the great jobs he was doing. So finally, when Michael Keaton did it and they did such a great job, I was like, oh, this is dope. You gotta remember, nobody was doing that shit. That shit wasn't respected at all, even in Hollywood.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Only at that time, DC was the only ones that could get movies off the ground.
Yeah.
But, dude, the reason why those movies are looked at even more so now, especially with everything that's gone on, because the internet, they debate the movies even now. But, like, the fucking Tim Burton movies were the basis for the fucking animated series, and the animated series is considered definitive Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I
Straight
mean?
up.
Yeah.
That shit.
Any Batman media, the
Yeah.
animated series.
Like, you were a big fan of that, right? Yeah, I remember.
Even my parents.
Yeah.
It took the tone of the Tim Burton movies, though, and then it went and took it even further by incorporating more of the comic book vibe.
Yeah.
It
It
kinda
lasted
went-
for a long time,
Yeah.
right?
It kind of took. It's like you could say a mixture of Tim Burton and Christopher Nolan's Batman put together.
Yo, I just remember my pops took us to go watch it in the
Oh, that's
theaters.
right. We saw Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah, and Alexander's
Yeah.
on Gary.
Yo, that movie's sick.
That's great.
Before it was became Kabuki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
fucking
bad,
cartoon movie is that movie's the shit for a cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck sucks. That's what happens. That's what happens when you come fucking Boston.
This is the thing. This is what, it's like I mentioned earlier. Why I brought that up is because some people just don't fit certain roles. That's just the end of it. And I don't think Batman. I don't think Ben Affleck pulls
He
off
can do tough,
Bruce
but
Wayne.
it's his celebrity that'll overshadow it, and it's also I just don't think he could embody the tough. He could probably do.
He
Bruce
doesn't have
Wayne.
the tough image. I agree with you.
He kind of does, but not the same as like a Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? It's like
There's only sorry to cut you off. There's only one movie this guy was a tough guy, and it's Dazed and Confused. Okay, it's Dazed and Confused.
O'Banion.
The fucking jerk.
Is it fucking O'Bannon?
Yeah. That's it. That's the only movie the dude was a badass. That's the only fucking movie. The gangster movies, all that shit he's done, all that
Shannon,
he fucking
Shannon,
soft.
the asshole from
It's
Fashionable
soft.
Yeah,
That's the only movie.
That's true.
Come
I
on.
mean, the town wasn't that bad. The
Like,
town
he was pretty
but the thing
badass.
is-
He was badass, but not badass.
Yeah.
But he wasn't
you know,
based on an established character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it was him like being, hey, Boston, hey,
Yeah.
like, see, I can't get past that, first of all. And then secondly, like you said, his name is just too big. So it's like, I can't look at, if I were to see that movie, I mean, even just for the one reason, first of all, I don't even think the movie should be made. They should have just let it die.
Let's see here. It's
At Dark Knight Rises for Batman and then Man of Steel. Like, that was great. I heard about that whole thing with them combining it, and I'm like, I mean, maybe you know the storyline, but I don't know. But I just think it was a good idea. But
from
then,
what I understand. I thought when they said they were going to have a movie together, I thought it was going to be called World's Finest because that's the name of their book together, their
Okay.
team-up book. But apparently, it's going to be technically it's a Superman or a Man of Steel sequel, but they're going to have of course, a fucking
A joint.
prominent cameo or feature with Batman. I mean, the
Okay.
thing is, it's like this is probably the 8th or 9th appearance of Batman in a live-action film. He's the character that we've already built up a standard for how we expect he should be, especially after the Nolan and Bale films and shit. It's like,
exactly.
dude,
They killed it.
it
So-
just makes it feel like it's going back to the
Is Bale
Schumacher
done?
era. You know,
Christian Bale done?
Yeah,
he's
I
not
think
coming
so.
back. I mean,
Yeah.
this is for real. Like, fucking Affleck signed multiple films for this shit.
What?
For real. It's not just one.
It's not just one, no, because they're
What?
they're really trying to fucking catch up to Marvel and build a shared universe for DC. And it's, dude,
What?
I want to see them try, but
I mean-
they're gonna get outclassed every year. by Marvel
Dude,
and
they
DC.
fucking.
Here's
Are you serious? They
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah, they already failed. They failed on the simple fact that they didn't start first.
Dude, I have a feeling. I bet you Ben Affleck will back out from all the backlash.
It'll
He'll just
probably
like-
happen.
He'll
And
probably be
they'll
like, you know what?
replace him midway.
Yeah, or something. He's just gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this. If I don't do this right, we're gonna lose millions. Backlash.
He'll do this movie,
yeah.
but like in the course of them doing their own phase of building up to the Justice League movie, he might back out. because the internet. This is just the next day after the announcement.
Yeah.
This shit is off the hook, man.
Yeah.
Like
and you know he's
I
hearing
haven't
all
seen
of
this
it.
much backlash from the fucking fanboy community in a while.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
They got petitions where it's thousands of people signing, trying to fucking present it to fucking WB to get him replaced.
I saw that.
They're gonna wipe their ass with that shit.
The
They're
one
still
that posted.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not even that serious.
Me neither,
about it. But it's like that exactly. It's like because there was some posts that were talking about they don't care, they want to make money, but it's like who do you think is paying? The people that love Batman. You know, you have people that are like us that are gonna go see this movie because we're fans of it, but if we see it's gonna look like
I will
shit,
pay to see a big budget train wreck.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, check it out. It's not gonna be terrible. Watch. He'll do a passable fucking performance at least.
I mean, they make money, but what's gonna happen is it's not gonna make the money I think they're gonna expect.
No, dude, if they had Bale, I would be all aboard this fucking hype train, man. Like, if they're gonna fucking share Man of Steel in the same world that Nolan built with Batman, that is fucking guaranteed money alone right there.
Or even like if they did like in the end of what do you call it, Dark Knight Rises, if Joseph Gordon-Levitt would have like came on, because you know how he kind of passed the torch in the end.
If you're gonna have fucking Batman and Superman for the first time in a movie together, you can't have. It has to be Bruce Wayne. It can't be another
Christian
fucking
Bale.
dude.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. It's like that's my problem with the franchise in general, because they basically like hoard out the characters so much.
Yeah.
It's all. I mean, Spider-Man is almost there. Actually, no, it's not. There was like twice, but still, it's like they hoard out the guys so much to these actors, and it's like they should just do an unknown, like, or at least somebody coming up, like they did with what's his name, Henry Cavill, the guy who played Superman.
Yeah,
like he's not like a big name, so they see him as Clark Kent Superman. You know?
Like the Thor character, that was picked perfectly.
Yeah,
that dude's he could probably make 4 or 5 of those.
Marvel gets it. Like seriously, you get an established name, like I said,
just keep it that way.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like we know who Robert Downey Jr. is. He's a big name, but that's Tony. To me, that's Tony Stark.
Yeah.
No, dude, that was the thing. He was. I think he was the only. Like, plus that was the fucking role that got him out of his fucking hole.
Yeah,
him as Iron Man. Yeah, like, dude, when they, I'm sure the way WB sees it when they looked at Ben Affleck out of all those contenders, they see that as the guy that they think the audiences look at him and that's an actor that people follow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's Ben Affleck, but I gotta see that. But like, I don't think that's totally true. The guy's been trying to build back his stock.
I think it's a bad move for them.
Yeah.
And I think if anything, they should, if he was trying to go back into the comic or his public, manager or whatever is trying to do that, fucking bring back the Daredevil and do it better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do some shit like that. Because you know what's gonna happen now? Because I'm actually waiting for Ryan Reynolds to come back and kill the fucking Deadpool fucking character.
Yeah, he's been trying to get that shit off the ground.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be.
But on the subject of Batman, though, let's go around the table. Like, who do you think it should be?
You mean besides Christian Bale?
No, yeah. Besides Christian Bale, obviously besides fucking Affleck.
I mean, like if we say pick an actor,
pick an actor.
I'd have to think about that one, to be honest with you.
I'm telling you, man.
He's got to. It's
Josh Brolin for me would have done it because he's not too big a name, but he has the chin, and he's always looked like a legit badass in most of his movies.
How old is he?
But remember, he got
fucking
Josh Brolin from
The Goonies.
Oh,
No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men. Fucking Men in Black 3.
The thing about it, though, we got to. I hate to say it, but remember, Bruce Wayne or whatever, I think there's someone with a pretty boy, businessman. I think Josh Brolin just looks too old for that. You know what I mean? A little too old.
There is that.
Yeah.
I think he would
be good if he was a little younger. Because you got to remember, Bruce Wayne is still young, sharp, ladies' man. So there's got to be an actor that gets that, and I think that's where they went Ben, because he has that face still.
Yeah, because he's only a few years older.
He doesn't give off that tough guy shit, and that's a fail. You got to have that.
There's nobody in that fucking generation. Then if
that's what I
no, there's somebody. There's got to be somebody.
Yeah,
and it Paul Walker.
Oh man,
my God.
Nah, dude, I really can't think of anybody.
You know what, though?
You need me as Batman, bro?
No, dude, I'm fucking kidding. I like Paul Walker in Fast and Furious, but no, that dude can't.
Batman, bro.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Hey, that's the only reason I think he has the face in acting, but I think because of where he comes from, it would just be corny.
There's somebody.
Yeah,
and there's somebody.
Oh, what about the other the Lucas the other white actor? Lucas. They almost look the same as shit.
Oh, that Lucas.
That
fucking guy.
The guy who played Lucas.
That was Corey, fool.
I'm trying to. Yeah, you know, even out of fucking like Affleck's generation actors,
there's somebody, and I had somebody in mind, but Jesus, man, because I was thinking about it earlier, like who would be a good Bruce Wayne? Because I'm not even thinking
John
about
Hamm,
it as Batman,
but he's already starting to look old. He's already starting to look old.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It's like there are certain actors that they were younger. Like Josh Brolin would have been good. John Hamm would have been good.
In my opinion, I think Josh Brolin would have killed that shit. Josh Brolin, I think he would have killed it.
Yeah, but I think his face just too old, man. Like you know what I mean? And he's a little like remember just the body shape too. Batman's a little tall, the structure of his body, all that. Where Josh Brolin,
you gotta watch that trailer to the Spike Lee movie he's doing. He's fucking ripped.
Who?
Josh Brolin.
Spike Lee movie?
Yeah, they're doing a remake of Old Boy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
yeah. Don't fuck that got me mad already. That was one of my first indie like Korean indie films. I was like, fuck, dude.
Old Boy.
Yeah. That's so fucking.
I love
twisted.
Old Boy, but that actually might be good though. Spike Lee's version.
Yeah, because Spike Lee to do Old Boy,
shit looks promising.
He must be he must respect the film, and they must respect him for allowing them to do that.
Oh yeah,
dude, that movie's so fucking twisted.
Yeah, that's some fucking mind fuck right there. That movie,
even for the States to allow that shit to want to come out, I'm kind of surprised.
I don't think they're gonna go as hard as the fucking Korean version. There's some shit in there. It's like there's no fucking way that's gonna get past the fucking rating system.
And that's the same actor from the comedy Kung Fu, isn't it?
No. It was all Korean actors. You're talking about Kung Fu Hustle too? That's Chinese and shit.
Wow.
No, the actor though.
You're hella racist.
You're
I'm
fucking
just
racist, Joe.
No.
Which actor? Are you talking about Kung Fu Hustle for real? Are you talking about Kung Fu Hustle? I really hope you are. This is about to turn into another discussion right here.
I try to think of an actor. He looks. You know what? His facials, they're hella the same. I forgot their names though.
Racist.
You racist motherfucker.
I'm fucking quitting Sidebust right now.
I call them all. I call them Asians, man. I grew up in the Bay, man. I don't ever go up to nobody like you Chinese.
Jelson just confused Min Choi Sick with fucking Stephen Chow right now.
Because man, hey man, because
I'm just kidding.
I'd hate somebody come up to call me Mexican. Fuck that.
Dude,
I ain't Mexican.
Oh, man.
I was
That's another discussion.
I know about that shit.
Because I grew up with a lot of Chinese folks, and they hated when people came up to them called Vietnamese and Japanese.
Oh yeah,
they was Chinese. So to me, even when I meet a beautiful Asian lady, I'm like, "What's your background?" She's like, "What you mean?" I go, "Your race." She's like, "Oh, I'm Korean." I'm like, "No wonder you got big ass titties."
Racist.
No,
I ain't racist, man.
Oh, fuck with you.
I love Chinese food.
I know you ain't racist.
I love sashimi. I love Korean chicken.
I love boba.
I love Thai food, sticky rice.
Small boba, big boba.
I love lumpia.
Pink taco.
Chicken adobo.
Chicken adobo. What?
Afritada.
What?
That is what you said.
Chicken adobo. That's the fucking chicken adobo jingle.
Yep.
The garlic fried rice.
Whenever you talk about a pretty Asian girl, chicken adobo. Oh my god.
That was pretty good, man.
What the fuck were we talking about?
We still talking about Batman?
I guess so. No,
we got all Asian and shit.
no. I don't know an actor now. I'd have to think about that one. I'd have to really think.
Exactly. That's why I was kind of just like, maybe they should just let it go and just do Superman movies.
No,
They should. They should just. That's what I was saying. They should let.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
My thing was like, don't
should
try
let-
to chase what Marvel's doing.
I don't
You
think
guys
it's gonna
should have
happen.
Yeah.
They need to let Batman die, and not die, or at least give it some time before.
Yeah, it's
I'm surprised they haven't tried to bring to life that comic book Alpha who ended up catching AIDS and shit. Remember that? It was like a huge deal. I still got that comic.
there was a character that caught AIDS.
Yeah, there was a comic book called Alpha something, and then the character ended up catching HIV or some shit. It's like back in the day.
Damn, no shit.
Yeah, I got it. It's like worth some shit. It was real controversial and shit. It was crazy.
Okay. No, I never heard about that.
Me neither.
You never heard about that? I fucking can't believe it.
I know.
Dude, I used to be hella big
I would
on
know
comics.
about that.
I think you would know about that. You just failed.
I'm about to actually found out the
I missed that HIV edition issue, man.
You didn't catch it?
I found out that baseball cards
Latex
is
seal covered.
not worth shit, man.
Baseball cards?
Yeah, I got all the bins full of baseball cards.
Me too.
And I read on the blogs, looked online, made some calls, and basically baseball cards are worthless nowadays.
Oh yeah, dude, check your Beckett.
They
The Beckett lies.
literally no, it's like literally they all the shit that's going on with baseball, they have no value really.
Comics too, man. Like unless it's like some shit that's like mint from like
Yeah,
the
the
old like
yeah.
number ones, like volume 1 all the way to the fucking 50s.
Yeah, because they don't
and
even
60s.
print as much as anymore. Because now you got the apps and your iPads that everything's downloaded there.
Even the stuff that I collected back in the 80s and 90s and stuff,
Yeah.
the value has not moved. Yeah, man, you can't sell that shit.
Yeah.
You have to sell like a whole box of shit.
Yeah,
and
that's
be like, look, how much you gonna take this box for?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Unless you got like some rare shit, you know, and it's really rare.
My comics,
have that.
on my comics, I'm not going to, but on my baseball cards and shit, I'm going to, because just taking up space and not worth
I give them
anything.
to my little nephews and nieces and
Yeah.
stuff that are
Yeah,
into baseball.
Because
That's
they're
not a bad
sealed. I got
idea.
like
I just kept my Will Clark rookie card.
I got fucking I got Topps Upper Deck sealed boxes, bro, from the 90, 88, like
Sealed cards?
sealed fucking sets.
boxes. Oh, really? Is it Upper Deck though?
Yeah, I got Upper Deck.
Is it Score?
Nah, fuck
If it's
Score.
Tops, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
No.
I got Topps. I got
If it's
fucking
Don
Upper
Russ,
Deck.
that ain't shit. That ain't shit.
I got Fleer. What you know about Fleer, son?
I know my Fleer, son.
Fleer's
I got
weak.
all
Fleer's
those.
weak. No, it's all about Upper Deck.
I
Upper
wish.
Deck and Tops.
I wish I kept the Marvel cards too.
I got your shit.
The X-Men cards are worth something.
I got really into Marvel in my comics, and he's the only one who had Marvel 1 series cards. And I fucking was like, yo, how much you want for that?
Oh, that's right.
And
Just sell it to
and I
me.
had a job, and he was like, give me this, and I fucking woo, swoop.
Hell yeah! And he's in the car. He's looking home. He's like, "This shit is mine now."
Dude, I still got that shit. I won't give it up.
Holograms.
Yeah, I got all the Marvel series.
I have it somewhere. You remember them X-Men cards that was all drawn by Jim Lee?
I got those.
Yeah, me too.
I got the whole set. I got
Yeah,
all.
I
that
gotta
shit.
look for the now. You just
Dude, I had
you got me
all.
on a
The,
nostalgia
I
trip.
had all the
That
fucking X-Force characters in the sealed plastics.
shit.
all that
Go,
shit.
Gel.
Yeah, dude.
I'm impressed.
I used to have that. Had my X.
fucking
I still even
impressed.
got my X-Force
I'm impressed too.
fucking
Kinda.
poster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, dude. My whole room used to be all X-Forced out
Yes.
with the comics.
Yes.
Even have the X-Force like when the joint editions, like X-Force will be in the new new Spider-Man. And then I copped that one.
You got giant cloth scrolls of X-Force.
Yeah, I do.
The wall scrolls.
The wall
I even got the introduction to X-Force and
Rob
Cable.
Liefeld cloth scroll.
Mutants 100. That is for real though. And then people wouldn't open it, so they have like 3 prints. They'd have like second print that was like gold, and then the third print that was white, so you can actually read the fucking book. Because the first print nobody wanted to open because of the intro to Cable.
Oh, Cable. Okay.
Yeah, that's the introduction of Cable. Is the New Mutants 100. And then he introduces at the end of it, he introduces X-Force and the whole crew.
Speaking of X-Force,
They need to make Cable movie.
and speaking of shared comic movie universes, it's not just like Marvel, like what they're doing on the Disney side, Marvel Studios, and DC trying to do their shit.
Yeah.
Like Fox has all the X-Men and Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah,
X-Force is the next fucking movie that they're trying to roll out too.
dude, that would be.
I figured you'd be excited about it. You
Yeah.
got X-Force, still sealed up in its wrapper.
I do.
Rapper.
I do. the first editions, there was
raps on raps.
the first edition, the first print of X-Force, there was like five prints because they had a different card in each back.
Who's in the team, Joe?
I forgot their name.
Motherfucker.
Get the fuck out of here!
I know.
Fraud.
It's been hell long. I know one is Shatterstar,
Shatterstar, you good?
Shatterstar,
Shadowless?
Cable.
No.
I forgot the big dude's name. Oh fuck, dude! It was like a big old native looking motherfucker. I got the pictures, man. Are they poster? Man, it's been a long
Warpath.
time. Warpath, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a while, man, but fucking X-Force is a lick.
It's the licks, baby.
Stupid.
Hey, he knows. I always randomly shout out fucking hip hop verses.
Dude, it's the first page. Look at that shit. Bam.
Oh, that's all yours?
That's all me.
Wow, I only got one of them.
See?
Yeah, mine's still in the plastic.
Look.
Damn, you just took me back. Go back.
Look.
Oh no, yeah, that's tight.
See?
I had
What
that.
is it?
That's fine.
Yeah.
The export's posted.
I have just the first 10 issues of all Rob Liefeld's
and then I
art.
got these are hella rare.
Yeah, dude, that was the
That
you know
was-
what? I'll
that's
be
you,
honest.
That's you, right?
I'll be honest.
Yeah, they're all sealed, never open, and
okay.
each card on the back has every person on the crew. So if you had it sealed, it was way more valuable.
That was the comic that got me starting on collecting right there. That one right there.
So like it was a first edition print one, but it's actually you had to buy. You couldn't even open it to find out which one you had. So some people bought like 10 first editions. It was crazy.
Damn. I had no
bought
idea.
I bought it because of Rob Liefeld's art, and now everybody just shits on him. Well, I shit on him too.
See?
Bad.
And then that's Marvel Series 1.
Oh
2.
shit! Yeah, it's an in-depth collection. That's tight. What I'm looking at right
And
now
then
is a
it's-
binder full of
Marvel cards
Marvel cards
collected by Mr. De
and they're
Silva.
all in the what do you call those again?
I guess the binder.
Yeah, they're in the binder, all organized.
Marvel Series 1, 1990. Marvel
even have
Series
it
2,
like that.
1991. Marvel Series 3,
I put them in those
1992.
little plastic boxes that you get for the sets. Just throw
See,
them
this is
there.
the X-Men series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are my favorite right there.
Sorry, audience. We'll put these pictures up.
Yeah, take pictures now, upload them.
It's all about fucking comics, bitch.
Badge.
I know, man.
Kevin Smith don't got shit on us.
I'm gonna call right now.
Fucking-
Kevin Smith is gonna be Alfred. He's gonna be Alfred.
Kevin Smith's gonna be Alfred. Yeah, and then like he'll make Ben Affleck cry in the movie
Yeah.
because he cries in every movie he's in. That Kevin Smith makes.
Come on, the dude made a movie called Jersey Girl.
I hate that fucking movie. It's on Stars all the time.
Yeah.
Yo, my
It's even
Raiders getting
stars
their
ahead.
ass kicked 24-0.
Wait, what?
The Bears are beating the Raiders 24-0. Michael Bush, ex-Raider, scored a 1-year touchdown.
I feel
Is
nothing.
is Michael
Fucked up.
is Matt Flynn QBing?
Yeah.
Dude, don't worry about it. Matt Flynn's gonna be good. Watch. So the Raiders are gonna surprise you. Watch, man. I'm telling you, this guy, Matt Flynn, is no. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's no joke, but he's better than what people think.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Where'd he come from? What school?
I don't know school, but he was backup to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought he was
When
a
Aaron
rookie.
Rodgers got hurt,
I don't know shit.
like he won a couple games, and I mean they were good. And that's why like Seattle tried to jump on him, but then Russell Wilson came in. And he was like, "Oh, steal your job." So
He
that
was second
it.
string in Green Bay?
Yeah, and then he became second string in Seattle.
Mm.
But he deserves to be a starter somewhere. So it was like Raiders picked him. I'm like, cool. At least he'll give them a shot. But
How's Kansas City looking? Is it? Wait, no, wait. Where's fucking Alex Smith? Is that where he's at?
Yeah, Kansas City. Andy Reid's the coach.
he's good. He looks. I mean, it's the same.
It's the same.
So
Come on, dude.
I think he'll definitely be better than he'll make them better than what they were last year. But you know, it's that my problem with Alex Smith was always just he's never a risk taker. He was never a playmaker. That's why I always thought he would never take us to the Super Bowl, or at least if take us to the Super Bowl, he'll never win. He'll never have us win one because he never makes like big plays. He just there's all these little short
Nickel and
passes.
dime shit.
Yeah, it's like throw a West Coast offense every now and again. It's like, oh well, here a short pass, and then it's like if the defense like stops them, that's it. So
Meh.
I just find it funny now that everybody now is like all on the Kaepernick bandwagon when before they were like, bring Smith back.
Yeah, everybody's all aboard Kaepernick.
Yeah, and I'm like told you. I see like eye test. Just seeing how Kaepernick was playing the preseason last year, he looked way better than Alex Smith. But
What game was it? I'm trying to remember what game it was in the season. I was like, they're not going back. Once Alex Smith gets off that fucking injured list, they're not going back.
No. I forgot what game he got injured. I think it was the Rams, maybe. Yeah, I think it was the Rams. But Kaepernick's first start was against the Bears, and he looked sick.
Sick.
And I knew he was gonna be the one to do it because
Yeah, dude. No, I had that same.
It was
feeling.
when the Niners went to the Patriots, right? Then everybody knows Niners.
He's classy throughout that whole game.
Yeah, I mean everybody knows the Niners got the sick defense, and then the Niners held them,
But he capitalized on that shit.
Then I think that was when Justin Smith got hurt. So then like the Patriots came back, and they put on some points, but Kaepernick put on more points.
Exactly.
And then that was it.
That was a fucking good game.
Yeah. I was like, that's it, man. That's the quarterback. Harbaugh's not dumb. He's not going to go back to Alex Smith. And then when I heard he was going to trade him after the season was over, I was like, perfect. Alex Smith will have a starting job somewhere else.
Yeah. I saw that coming.
So I'm not worried about Niners. I mean, everybody's saying like Seattle's going to beat them, but it's like, yeah, that'll only happen if Seattle plays home games every game. But whatever.
Ben Affleck sucks.
Huh?
Ben Affleck sucks.
Ben Affleck sucks. Back to that.
Ben Affleck will make a better Batman than Mark Sanchez will make a better quarterback.
Oh, burn!
That's all.
Damn.
That's all I gotta say about that.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Or what the hell were you gonna talk about? Oh, that. What were you talking about earlier? What we were eating? Oh, Kendrick Lamar. Is that his name?
Fuck that shit.
Fuck, I don't know.
That dude.
Do you want to get into this,
I'm
John?
not super hip hop like you guys.
The thing is, I like Kendrick, but
hip hop comic book.
I just I respect what he did. He got the rappers out and this and that, but at the same time, I think Jared is right here. He basically, his rap was checkmate. Like there's no real good response for it. There's no response back would beat that line because he did it right. He did it first. So there's nothing really, unless some fucking great comes out the woodworks, but no great will do that and address it because they're great. They don't need to. You know what I mean? It's just pointless. But all the new cats, they're just dumb. They're getting publicity. But there is some street people that came at him. I think like Papoose came at him really hard and stuff like that. But it's not enough. Like Jared says, not enough. So personally, I think he's all right. At least he brought the old aspect of rap back, where it's to battle, be about your lyrics. It's not about fucking what you got, bling bling and whores and all that shit. Because you could buy all that shit. Lyrics you can't buy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so there's ghostwriters that buy it, but people know it's not you.
It's not even just what he said, dude. His delivery is what fucking killed everybody.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? And none of the cats that tried to respond to him, maybe I can't keep up with all of them. I've heard a couple. Lupe was all right.
Yeah. But he was feeling himself too much.
But like, dude, the way that dude was coming in that song, he fucking blew out. He blew fucking Big Sean and Jay Leck.
Yeah,
out
and that's
water.
And that's unheard of. And that's another thing that people debate. It's just even that. Why was that released? Why would you let somebody dish on your own album? That's a form of hip hop I've never seen, and I think Cameron made that very clear. That right there, that's a fail. He goes, hip hop is hip hop. You don't allow that shit, and I agree with them on that aspect. That if he really respected himself as a rapper and somebody's calling you out, you would have did some LL Cool J shit. You would have edited that motherfucker out, and you would have released it. You talking all the shit.
Yeah, that would have been the hip hop.
That's what you know what I'm saying? That would have been some fucking LL Cool J shit, and that's where he had that beef with Cannabis. Is because that type of shit. Because Cannabis had a better verse. You know what I mean? But I respect that Big Sean let it go because it was a good thing for the industry. You know what I mean? But overall, he's a backpacking motherfucker, and you can't attack New Yorkers that way because they're very defensive. And they have a whole different style.
Kendrick Lamar's.
They just heard I'm the king of New York.
Yeah,
and then they fucking.
You know what I mean? And Kendrick's we're California. We're laid back. We're not defensive like that on that aspect. We got gangsters, but over there, that's just people's natural. They just fucked up in the head in New York in a good way. I feel like they're very defensive and proud of where they are. We're from Cali. We chilling, you know. We good people. We're over there.
Well, plus they got a legacy.
Yeah, and it's just what he did. I respect
They all
it.
misunderstood the song, though.
But but just the only thing they're really getting out of it is I'm the King of New York. But if you listen to the debate of Ninth Wonder and Young Guru, Young Guru says it the best. You know what I mean? It's already been mastered. What the fuck? There's no angle you can come at to win. Just by the beat, just by this, just by dissing another person on the same record. Like, he's won in so many ways. So that's why I kind of agree with Jared. But at the same time, I feel other people are doing the right thing by responding. Like,
oh yeah, no, I mean, people gotta fucking just like try to challenge that dude's fucking flow, but you know. No one's gonna knock him off. Like no one's gonna fucking say they killed him though. I don't.
But he's not the king. That's the overall thing. No. He's not the. He ain't even king of West Coast.
And I don't even think he meant
king
it
of
like,
the airwaves.
I don't think he meant it like that. Yeah, he was just trying to brag about how he's been. You know, he's fucking killing it coast to coast in terms of like sales and shit.
Where's he originally from?
He's from Compton.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's not a gangbanger or anything. He's a good kid. Like he admits to it. He's like, yo, I stayed out of trouble. You know, all that kind of shit. He's a good lyricist and all that, but like you said, if you're gonna be the king of New York, you gotta have some just the king. You gotta have some real balls. Like somebody's gonna.
I don't think he was claiming it like that.
Yeah,
like they say it in the 90s.
No, I know.
It's just
but that's the problem that people are gonna take it that way.
Oh yeah, I know. I had no doubt that people in New York are gonna be like, what?
And it's not even fucking rappers. Like I had family like, yo, who the fuck is this motherfucker? And I'm like, yep, see, I already knew it. Like my friend who's from here. Lives out there. She's living out there for a while. She's like, oh shit, you gotta hear the shit they talking.
Yeah, but he owned all of them just because of the fact that he didn't fucking mention them in them songs.
Yeah.
Anybody that wasn't mentioning that song that was responding, they lost out the gates.
Yeah.
Like, dude, anybody that he did call out, he fucking gave them respect in the song.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
and that's why they're not gonna reply back because honestly, it's not like that. It's just for them to start people to start opening up and start realizing it's rap. Start fucking rapping. Stop fucking making songs. That's why I don't respect fucking rappers, so-called rappers like Drake. Fucking sting the singing, you fucking bitch. You pussy-made motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Rich kid talking about struggling. Spoiled rich kid. Actor. Fucking, like Chuy Gomez the other day said. Chuy Gomez was on the Greg and Fernando show.
Yeah.
Greg, and they asked him, and the gay guy asked him, hey, are you ever had a gay account or anything? And Chew's like, no, but I guess the closest I had was Drake. That's as gay as it gets. That's coming from a guy who knows it, and I believe that
Chewy
shit
came up in the fucking real era.
Yeah, and I believe, and you know, if Chewy said some shit like that, I believe it.
Hell yeah,
he's met. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
He has the status to say.
Yeah.
You look at that whole situation, and it's like, of course, it's a corporate media. They want to go a different direction. They probably see. I don't even know like if the ratings have may have dropped off or something. They'll probably use any excuse. But it was money.
They sent us. Sorry,
they want to pay his contract.
They basically Clear Channel. I forgot who did an investigation, but they posted it. Clear Channel sent out this like 2 years ago that there's going to be a new change in the company and people. So basically, what happens? All the local people got canned from coast to coast. There's one famous guy in New York that got canned after like almost 30 years. Kevin Brown. There was like before Steve Harvey. He was with radio 20 years. Same thing happened to him before Chewy, and this was like 6 months ago, and that's why Steve Harvey was syndicated. But this is the problem with big companies like that on the radio, and that's why people are going to satellite, is because people want to hear the local voice. They want to hear the person who grew up in the Bay, has Tyler Bass. Why the fuck do I want to listen to Steve Harvey in the morning? I don't even fucking like the dude. He's not even from the Bay. He has no ties. Why the fuck do I want to listen to him?
I don't know.
It's
why
stupid.
And
the only reason why is to save money. But but they don't realize.
That's a weird thing too.
And they don't realize what it does to the local media. You're fucking it up. Yeah. Like this morning,
people just won't fucking listen to the radio.
They won't. They'll ban it.
Like that's the thing. That's why I didn't know about this. I mean,
because I'm telling you, Cameo. I bet you. And then like a week later, My Emotion got let go. I know Cameo's hurting right now. You got it. Unless they have the young audience.
My Emotion got let go.
He got let go.
Yeah,
dude. Today they're on right now. My boy, Big Body Cisco. He has a podcast himself.
Yeah.
It's chewing. My Emotion had the Funky Friday at 6 p.m. today on his show. And
that's the thing.
And he had Fernando and Greg invited Chewy to do it this morning. I listened to it this morning. So imagine all his following that he had on Cameo now went all to that station.
Exactly. So that's the thing. Like,
and that's
why don't
fuck you to Cameo?
Yeah, because they're going to see the ratings.
Yeah, like Chewy can just jump on anybody's podcast at this point, especially if it's a local thing, and basically just run it. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even have to like completely take over. He could start his own if he wanted to.
Unfortunately, the thing about that is about income. For a person like that who's been in the industry 20 years, he probably make a good amount of living. So and he has family. So that's the tricky part, man. Because when you have that ties and it's the what you deserve, that's where it's gonna come
Well,
hard.
that's the thing. It's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Well
you don't
said.
have to. You don't have to get paid to do a podcast. That's just all.
Yeah,
it
but he
is. It's
needs
just
money.
That's. But while he's looking for a job, he can still do that.
No, I think that's
because the thing is, he has to keep himself on the air, or else if he stays off too long, then he's going to lose. He's going to be more irrelevant.
Oh, no, I know.
Like it's just going to. He's going to kind of fade away. And I don't,
he's getting
I don't want
offers
that to
though.
happen.
No, he's getting offered. I
getting
think the reason why he was on this morning with Greg and Fernando is basically to see how much ratings they were gonna literally get.
Yeah.
And I bet you it was fucking like whoa.
Through the roof. Like,
yeah, because
it's Chuy.
Because he even got on there and he announced we're gonna be on here. # please. Like you could tell when he meant #, he wanted to see how many and all this shit was going on.
Yeah.
So I'm sure something's gonna happen.
Oh, I don't doubt that, and I'm agreeing with you as far as he needs money. What I'm saying is just in the meantime he can basically just run with another like a podcast, which it costs nothing to do. Like obviously that's why we're doing one.
I think he's getting offered guest spots paid
Definitely.
easily all over the place. Right
exactly.
He was on 105, I think.
I don't think
that's what it's basically. Other radio stations who knew who this guy is, who he's an institution for the Bay, and realized how much money he can bring in. That's good revenue. So let's basically bring him in, like you said, part time to see how much air we get. And if it's good, that's when the offers will start coming in, and he can make a decision. Plus, I know the guy didn't like the morning. It was like the first time I heard Chuy in the morning.
He's been prominent for 2 decades. He spans hella generations.
Yeah.
People that were like fucking in middle school are parents now. They were the people that they were listening to him back in the day, and like, dude, CMC was like not just like Yo MTV Raps.
He still has that job.
Yeah.
He announced that he still has that job because they don't own that. That's somebody else that owns it.
Yeah, that was what I was asking about too. Like, I wish they kind of blew up, or at least they would maybe re-blow that show up. I mean, because the funny thing is, like, videos is not as popular as it used to be, but
I think
that show was good. I mean, I used to watch that too, along with Rap City.
That was like a daily fix after school.
Yeah. It was like CMC, Rap City, Young TV Raps.
Afternoon cartoons, CMC. Yeah. It was all that shit.
No, hell yeah. I got home. I fucking watched
Batman, the animated series.
Nah, you know what? I admit I wasn't a big fan of the cartoon.
What cartoon?
The Batman.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. You go. You're out of
I would watch it occasionally, but I wasn't into it. I was stuck on fucking DuckTales and Tiny Toons, man.
And that's cute. And I'm fucked.
We're tiny. We're toony. We're all
It's Animaniacs. You're dumb.
No.
Yeah.
We're tiny. We're toony.
Fucking check him, Dio.
Tiny Toons.
Oh.
Yeah, motherfucker.
It was Animaniacs.
No, it wasn't. We're tiny. We're toony.
Yeah,
it's
Tiny Toons.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's Tiny Toons, isn't it?
Check that fool, son.
Yeah, but when we talking about Disney afternoon, though, and that is Looney Tunes. That's the West Warner Brothers.
Also, West Coast Warner Brothers.
No, Looney Tunes was the 70s, and I love the Looney Tunes. But Tiny Toons. That's what the anthem,
I know
right?
what you're talking about.
Then why you say it wasn't?
Never mind.
No, I thought the theme song you were thinking,
because they were right after DuckTales. No,
Animaniacs.
Chippendales was right after DuckTales.
Yeah.
We just had a fucking legit. That shit just happened.
That
shit just happened.
Yo, don't fuck with my cartoons, son. DuckTales the one. Fuck that shit.
We're over 30.
That's one of the illest intros ever. We should play that shit.
I have to, like, you know what? Let me find it. Because
DuckTales intros.
No, not DuckTales,
Tiny Toons?
but Tiny Toons.
Yeah, we're tiny, we're toony.
I swear
we're all a little loony.
You know what? Research. I'm gonna research this.
That is
do
Tiny
that.
Tunes.
Keep talking, because I'm gonna research.
It's Tiny Toons.
My
man.
money is on Tiny Toons.
It's Tiny Toons.
Yeah.
Montana Max.
I was gonna start singing Gummy Bears, but that's Saturday morning.
Yeah, Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
That was. We were talking about. I was trying to educate this kid who grew up in my brother's age, and he was like, "It's all about Nickelodeon, Power Rangers." And I'm like, "What the fuck did you say?" I was like, "Did you just say Power Rangers?" That shit was the most horrible shit ever. Like,
I don't give a fuck. I watched
talking
it.
Shit about no Angel Grove, bro.
I watched
fuck
it.
Power.
The only reason I watched it was because of one person. Yes. Amy Jo Johnson. I fucking
Fuck that white trash name.
Bitch, you would like her because she's a snow
That
bunny.
sounds like some fucking trailer trash
She was a
baby
snow-
mama methamphetamine
She
ass
was a
bitch.
snow bunny of our time at that time.
Man, that bitch was a brunette, not even a blonde.
Wow. Hella mad.
Oh hell no,
Dude, you just offended me. In my
she's
own.
still looking
You
good
mad?
on that SWAT show.
I'm just saying.
Play the joint, man.
What joint? This joint?
Yeah, I want
Alright.
to hear that shit.
You want to hear that shit?
I want to hear that shit. That's my shit.
God, you're such a dickhead.
We gotta play.
I'm just saying, look.
It's all about DuckTales,
That
though.
shit
No,
kinda
you're right,
burns.
though. It
Shit
is
kinda
Tiny
burns.
Toons. I was thinking about, because the Animaniacs is almost the same way. That's the fun.
I know, because it's the same.
No.
It's the same maker, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they had.
yeah, they're both
Pinky-
under Warner Brothers.
It had Pinky in the Brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, told you. We're Tootie. We're all a little loony.
Hey, I think
They
we saw
just
this.
they just
already.
invaded our podcast, bitch.
Holy shit.
See,
I haven't seen this in fucking
this is fucking
over
awesome.
10 years.
I'm telling you,
I
80s
fucking
and early
can't.
90s cartoons were the best.
The Tiny Toons movie is actually pretty good.
Yeah, we could have a whole edition on fucking cartoons like Battle, son.
Taking it back. Oh yeah.
Battle, son.
We just went from Kendrick to Tiny Toons right now. This is
For
the kind
real.
of show that we
Because
are.
we all over the place. We don't give a fuck.
Yep.
But, yeah, I swear, I'll find it later.
So we could do Jason the Wheel Warriors. We could do Dark Waters.
You want to go pull that out your ass?
Pulling that up. I'm stopping this right
Come
now.
on,
and
man.
Hey,
pulling
Jason the
that
Wheel
up.
Warriors is fucking
Sorry.
sick.
Sorry. I'm pulling that
I'm
up.
a real cartoon junkie. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm
Mask.
pulling that up. Pulling that up.
You know what?
Jason-
I wasn't a big fan of Mask.
I tried to
My
find the...
My good friend, Flegs. He loves that one. He always
Mask.
like, yo, you a Mask?
I couldn't
Like,
get into
nah.
Mask.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
They tried to come up on G.I. Joe,
I
but it
just
just
like
didn't
the
work.
song.
Hey, remember the
Yeah,
wannabe
the song
The
is
song
sick.
is the shit.
Remember the
That
wannabe
reminded me of,
wannabe
like-
Transformers, the the bots or whatever. What is that?
Oh, GoBots.
the GoBots. Yeah.
Hey, GoBots wasn't bad. They had a sick ass theme song too.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the one with they came out the little toys where they're
The Visionaries?
Yeah,
I know exactly
that
what
shit
you're talking
was
about.
sick, bro.
Because he was like, you're going to say the holograms. come
Yeah.
out of your chest. Yeah.
the Visionaries.
Oh, I had those toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can connect all sorts of shit
Yeah.
to their suits. Yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny about that? Those cartoons, a few of them, my parents, especially my mom, were just super into them too. Like Thundercats. I mean, my parents were into Thundercats. My mom loved Visionaries.
Yeah, Visionaries was fucking good.
Yeah.
That was on
Yeah.
Channel 4.
Hey, who's
wasn't that
making
thing?
the Thundercats movie? Who is it?
I don't think there's any Thundercats movie.
Yeah.
It's like maybe like people doing treatments and shit, but there's
Yeah.
nothing like legit movement going on
The
on a
only thing I
Thundercats
read about
movie.
was Voltron.
Yeah, Voltron is happening. They've been
Yeah.
trying to
For
get
real?
that shit
Yeah.
to happen for a minute.
Is it gonna be a cartoon or like actors?
No, it's a live action.
Live action movie that like
What?
Voltron and Robotech are the only two.
If that's
out of the
fucking
old cartoons that
CGI,
are actually
though,
trying to make
I
that
ain't
happen.
feeling it.
Huh?
If they
do you
make it
mean?
like CGI,
It's the
that's
only way you
terrible.
can do it.
So it should be a guy in a suit. What are you talking about, Voltron?
Voltron.
How can you not? How can it not be
CG's
CGI?
kind of like necessary for a Voltron movie.
I know, but I mean, if it looks like a fucking Indiana Jones CGI,
Oh no,
fuck
dude!
that.
No, they're
If
gonna
you're gonna
make
do a
it
Voltron
look
movie-
clean as hell.
They
Dude.
better.
Like
It's
I
like
mean,
why ruin the
Nah,
fucking
yeah, they would need to try to make Voltron look seamless with real film.
yeah.
No,
That would be the aim.
I mean, with the technology now,
Even
it-
with
it
like
works,
you know,
dude.
sometimes I even get mad when I like the Transformer series, but sometimes it gets me mad. It's like motherfucker, like I want it to look, you know, as real as possible. I don't want it to. You have to know that it's like CG.
I thought it looked real.
the first one was fucked.
The
Yeah.
first one was.
I think the
that
third one
movie
kind of
was
takes you
great.
out because
There's a third
the
one?
action. We're talking about Transformers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a third one.
Oh yeah, the third one. Yeah, I saw
The
third
action's
one.
just
The
way
moon-
more out
the
there
moon
and
one.
like fantastical and shit. But
Yeah.
like the first one,
First one
nothing
was
beats
clean.
the fucking first one.
Yeah, the
'Cause
first one was
the action's grounded, but it's still big,
Yeah.
and then all that shit looked believable for fucking like
No,
For,
I did.
uh,
First
for
one-
I mean for fucking giant robots that just fucking transform from cars.
Yeah.
Like
And especially since Michael Bay
yeah,
made
no,
it.
I like
fuck
the,
that guy.
even though Michael Bay gets hate, that first one actually feels
Yeah,
like a
he-
Spielberg movie.
But he
I don't
always
give a fuck what
he-
nobody
Michael Bay
says.
is all
Michael
about action.
Bay. He's all about action, but sometimes he does get lucky where the actors will make his films.
Yeah. And
that's
what
the thing.
That's
Or
what
a
I think he
franchise.
fucking.
Yeah, a franchise.
You know?
That's what I think he. That's what fucking happened on Transformers 1.
he
Like
still
everybody
sucks.
just nailed it.
See, that's why I'm like,
He still sucks.
That's why I'm
Bad
like,
Boys 2 though.
I didn't like it.
dude, like the
Bad
the
Boys
action
1
on that movie was great, but it was so over the top.
Yeah,
man.
part 1
It
was
just
better.
So yeah, I like part 1 better.
Yeah.
Because it just seemed like it was more what
More
it is.
real,
Like,
normal.
Yeah, more
yeah,
real,
yeah.
normal. Yeah.
Mike.
Like,
Wow.
yeah, but like part 2, holy shit, man! Like they were just over the top. Like how is this all of a sudden they're gonna be like, let's go over to Cuba and rescue Gabrielle Union real quick? Like really?
Her ugly ass.
So really?
I know.
Oh, come on,
Oh
no,
my
come on,
God,
really?
dude.
I'm not
You're
feeling
You're
it.
killing me today,
Yeah,
man.
She's 40 years old. She's looking bad still.
I ain't
She hasn't
feeling
aged.
it, man.
She hasn't
Serious?
No,
She has-
I
You're-
think
you're
I
killing
think
me, dude,
Tyler
today.
looked better. Than
First
her.
you shit on Amy Jo
aged.
Johnson,
Gabrielle Union has not aged since.
and
Can't
now you
Hardly
shit
Wait.
on
Oh, no,
Gabrielle
is it Can't Hardly
Union.
Wait?
You're
She whack.
fucking not related
She
to me
whack.
anymore.
She's all that.
This is
That's
all
why
that.
Dwayne Wade busting is because he whack, and he's whack too.
All right.
This isn't hate on her.
This is Jigga
because-
Jill hating on motherfucker.
This isn't hate on her because she's dating a Miami Heat guy, right? You're just. Like,
I'm
you
just hating.
It's tough right now for Laker fans.
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So you think
I could piss
That
on
feels
her.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think they're gonna be able to win this year?
No,
No.
no,
You
they're
think
gonna be in the playoffs.
You think they'll be in the playoffs?
Yeah.
How many rounds?
It is downhill from here for Kobe.
It'll be first round.
And he's 35, and
Kobe understand. See, the thing about Kobe is people don't understand. He knows what he's doing, and he's forming himself to become a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows what he's doing. He's already he doesn't need to accomplish really anything more. He wants to get that other ring, but he knows the way he's gonna have to be done.
Yeah.
The Lakers is not going to win this year, but it'll be just, like Steve Nash already said it. It'll be accomplished just to get in the playoffs at their age with no real like stars like that because they're old already. They're not young. That'll be accomplishment for them old motherfuckers just to make it to the playoffs, and that's going to be awesome if they do, and they are. But then from there,
idea. Sorry to cut you off, but I had no idea that Steve Nash is going to be 40 years old.
yeah. A Canadian motherfucker
Holy
who loves soccer,
shit.
who went to Santa Clara University Broncos.
Kobe likes soccer too.
Exactly.
Football.
And fucking, did you know Paul Gasol was gonna be, before he got into basketball, was gonna be a fucking doctor? That big oyster, what is it?
Ostrich. He looks like an ostrich. Yes, I'm not the only one
See,
that thinks that.
that's my dyslexia kicking in.
I'm telling you, he looks like a fucking ostrich, man.
I meant to say that, but that came out. That's so terrible.
When I
man.
first saw,
See, that's why I take a business
not
class.
a Lakers game. When I first saw a Lakers
business
game,
communication, because I gotta clean my shit
I
up.
smell you, dog.
when I first saw a Lakers game, not like live, but like
Yeah.
on ESPN or whatever. Like there was one point he was screaming a couple times. I'm like, this fool looks like an animal, and I cannot picture it. And I'm like, he looks like a fucking ostrich. And then, like I remember I posted that, and then somebody didn't get mad, but they're like, don't talk about him that way. Like I think it was some girl, and I actually typed it, Pal Gasol ostrich, and somebody made like a side by side thing already of like him and a fucking.
That motherfucker look like an ostrich.
Yeah, he looks like an
But I can
ostrich.
believe he's that educated. He was gonna become a doctor.
No, I didn't know about that.
That's crazy. No, they had a special on him on HBO, like those sports, the real sports or whatever. Yeah, I was shocked.
I thought the best that whole era looked was back in 2008 when they won that shit.
Yeah,
Your squad.
yeah.
the best
I
one.
think it was.
Wait, the
Post
Lakers?
Shaq. That was the
Yeah.
best post Lakers
Yeah.
squad. Oh,
Who do
wait.
they have?
That was that time. Remember we were at fucking Milk with watching that
Well,
shit?
that's the one where they won with
fucking-
Trevor Reza and all that shit.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the one when it was like Kobe really doing it on his own with
Yeah.
the young ass team and they won it.
Yep.
So he had it was
That was his first one,
basically
wasn't
Yeah, the first one without Shaq.
he was a vet
Yep.
and the others were the youth.
Yeah, and then after
Even
that, I think that was his fourth ring, right? His fourth ring, and then after that, he
Yeah.
got the other the fifth one was with a sick ass squad. That's when they beat Boston.
even Ron Artest too was on there at the time, or did he come later?
No,
Well, he
he
used to
came
be in
later.
Indiana, right?
No, Ron Artest got one ring, right? Yeah, he came later.
Yeah, you got one
The
ring.
one ring
Where did
later.
he come from?
Who? Ron Artest
Yeah.
came from. Ron Artest came from
Houston.
Houston. That's
Oh,
when they
okay.
literally the year before that he almost killed
Oh
fucking
yeah,
Kobe.
he got ejected that game. I remember that shit.
It was gangster.
What was that huge ass fight?
Yeah, where
yeah.
he
That's
walked
why I
up.
remember.
He
walked
walked
up
up
to
to
Kobe.
him, and Kobe's like, "Yo,"
I was like, yo,
but you can see
yo.
Kobe did fuck with him now.
Hell yeah, he did. Yo, that game was fucking tense.
And then when
man.
they came over, Lakers are like,
One of the few times I was actually watching a basketball game, that game was the shit.
man. Yeah, because
Good time to tune
I'm
in.
not huge NBA,
Boats and
but then
hoes.
all of a sudden,
Boats
man,
and hoes.
you want to talk about that now?
I thought whatever. I just popped in my head.
that
Sit on my face.
that debate was it?
I love that line.
This guy does it the best.
Oh, the
Sit on my
shit
face.
on
Will
Grandma's
be
boy. Samantha, you will be mine. I am a genius.
Man, at 20,
Grandma's boy is still the shit.
was it
forever.
668 and 2044.
Yeah.
There wasn't a day that could go by without us fucking. You'd hear that shit getting quoted across the fucking apartment.
That's
Well, it
it.
was that, and then whenever somebody would come along,
Like,
and
watch
be
that shit.
"Watch
You haven't fucking seen that shit.
Exactly. Pop that shit in now.
Just an excuse to use the projector.
Yep.
I remember I fucking got that shit on DVD when it first came out. I was fucking playing that shit over and over.
That sucks, man. That didn't like. I would have thought a movie like that would do great in the box office.
Oh no, because they didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And then sometimes that's like the shit that happens. There's a lot of films like that.
Yeah.
Thankfully they fucking fell in love with it on DVD because now the guy's making money, he's popular and all that shit. There's a lot of films, man, that fucking people budgets like $20 million. In the box office, it grosses like 300,000. Can you imagine that? Those fucks. It just shows you how rich the industry is.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad that happened though, because back then they were entertaining the fact to do a sequel. That kind of.
If they had a sequel right now, dude, that shit would make so much money.
Yeah, and I think that kind of thing, it scares me at the same time because it's like, man, what if it's not as good? Because that's how I feel about the sequel to Anchorman right now. Because the first one,
I'm a little worried
Anchorman
about it
has
myself.
fucking so much going against it.
Yeah.
I've never laughed so fucking hard in a theater, man.
yeah, like
fucking
Anchorman
choking.
is just the, I would put that in discussion with Stepbrothers and Grandma's Boy.
40-year-old version.
Yeah, and it's like if they did, sequel to Anchor, that sequel is like, I'm really like worried about it because it's like, man, what if it's not as funny? That would suck.
Grandma's Boy would have a fucking better chance of making a sequel that's even better.
Shit, check this out.
They could.
Yeah.
So
Or it could be great, huh?
So basically, I just reading since we're talking about it. Anchorman 2 killed Stepbrother 2.
Yeah.
So basically, Stepbrothers 2 was in the process, but then they decided to make Anchorman 2.
It'll still happen.
It's still gonna happen though.
Stepbrothers 2?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. It actually was in the process.
What?
It was in the process to happen before Anchorman 2, and they said, "Fuck that, let's bring Anchorman 2 back."
But what
Yeah,
would
because if they waited too long on Anchorman, it would have been just like past the point of no return. They need to get that shit out.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. Stepbrothers 2. What would be the story?
I think if it's just him and John C. Reilly, those guys could ad lib for an hour and a half, and that shit'll be funny. But getting all like him and the what's that guy? Tex, fucking Paul Rudd, Steve Carell, all those guys together on the same page and be fucking really funny again, like they were in Anchorman. That takes some fucking planning and fucking like development.
I have a feeling though, it's not gonna be the type. Like I'm hoping to be as funny as the first one, but I have a feeling it's not because of all the extra new people that are big names.
Oh yeah, there's hella fucking
There's
cameos.
so
in there.
many fucking
Drake,
big names.
Kanye.
I mean, the
Fucking Jim.
when he's in the movie,
Harrison Ford, Nicole Kidman. There's fucking tons.
They're in the movie.
Yeah,
Oh shit! I only
tons.
saw
Like Luke Wilson. Like a lot of people. Like a lot of people that were in the older one.
Yeah.
But even new people, it's like fuck.
additions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
his
see.
rival.
Yeah, you
is,
should IMDb it and watch it. You'll be like, what? The
His
fuck?
rival is what's his face?
Vince. No, what's his name? I can't stand him. Vince Vaughn.
No, no, he's a new guy. He's
No,
the guy
Vince-
he's the guy who played. No, I mean like a new rival and like, because in the trailer it's like there's some guy is like, oh, he's like a rival anchor or something that's trying to take his job at the same
What?
place.
I didn't even see that
Yeah,
one.
It's fucking Cyclops. The dude
Yeah,
played Cyclops.
I
Yeah,
forgot his name though.
I always forget his
John. I'm thinking like John Morrison, but I know it's not that.
He's a young actor.
You mean the guy?
He's the guy
Cyclops in X-Men.
Yeah.
That's
He was
yeah,
like
James Madsen.
Yeah,
There you go,
James
James Madsen. Yeah.
He was. What fucking movie was that? He's hella funny and he plays the
Sex Drive.
Sex Drive.
That
Yeah,
is
he's
the shit.
fucking funny. Yeah, he blew me away in Sex Drive. I didn't know he could be that funny.
Probably. It sounds familiar.
He's the dickhead older brother, and he
Yeah.
ends up being gay in the end.
It's the one where the guy, the kid in the movie takes that guy's car.
Yeah.
It's like a muscle car, and they go to. He basically is gonna go try to like do this girl he met online.
Okay.
But it's like a whole like road trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but James Madsen, he plays that older brother like a complete douche.
Yeah, they're chasing him across the city, the town. Amanda Cruz in it, right?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, Amanda Cruz in it, and then that chubby white kid just made it onto the scene with the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah. Kick ass.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, he
From
plays,
Hot Tub
he
or
plays
whatever.
that asshole like older brother like. Just,
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Wow, dude. He's just the part when he's like just pelvis.
Yeah, see,
like,
Jim Carrey, Harrison Ford. Look at that fucking.
Jim Carrey too.
What's her name? Kristen
Wiig. Well, she's funny.
Kristen Dunst, Nicole Kidman. So I think what it is,
Liam
it's
Neeson?
like the women anchors too. You know what I mean?
Out of here! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, Borat's in there too.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It's like everybody that's ever been in their big ensemble.
Yeah.
Fucking
But I think it's basically gonna be like newscast versus other newscasts. You know?
they're doing national news.
Yeah,
not
you
just
know.
local news now.
Exactly. So it's probably where like, you know, ABC.
I hope they don't try to go. They don't try so hard to go
making
over the
good
top
sexy
with
asses in that.
But-
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The scene where I guess they're
She can
like
get it.
I don't know if they're dating.
Tina Fey's in it now. See, told you.
I don't know if they're dating or at least he goes over to
Play the
have
trailer.
dinner.
Fuck it.
He goes to have dinner at their house, and all of a sudden he tries to talk like jive or something, you know. And it's
Ron
that
Burgundy.
scene got me worried. I was like, oh
Yeah.
man.
but he does it like Ron Burgundy style.
West
which is funny.
Mantooth. West Mantooth.
Liam Neeson's in it too.
Yeah, telling you, man. See, that's what this type of shit concerns me because there's too many big names. You know what I mean? But I kind of get what they're doing. It could be where like every channel and cable news channel like has their own little squad and it's beef. So I
Yeah.
kind of see that.
I think. Yeah.
Here the thing is, it's like I already know, dude. You already know like the news team is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be funny.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey, he still got it in a sense.
He
If they
does.
if they write him right,
Yeah.
he'll be good. It's Kristen Wiig too. Yeah, she's funny.
She's kind of sexy in a weird way.
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
And then like Sacha Baron Cohen, yeah. All he has to do is play.
That fool got game because I
something.
didn't know that his wife was that sexy little.
Oh,
bro.
he's
Fisher, she's
dude.
bad.
Fuck.
I love her.
But yeah, like all the rest of them,
The Raiders scored 3 points.
the rest of them, they just gotta play like some supporting thing, and that's it. Then they don't have to worry about them too hard.
I'm trying not to keep tabs on that one and just experience it. No expectations.
Anchorman too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
want no expectations on
I'm
that
just
one.
worried about it because that's what I'm saying. Like, see, I didn't even know that Stepbrothers 2 was even thought about,
No, I already knew.
and it's like to
Yeah.
me. But I look at it like, why? Like, what storyline could they come up with for a sequel
For
'Cause,
Step
like,
Brothers 2?
Yeah, because it's like
Because remember they started their company.
Yeah, the karaoke thing.
Yeah.
But it's like
They have a company now,
Yeah.
and their company is where if you can't sing, you can't karaoke, motherfucker. Remember that right there is just hella funny. Like, you know, they own clubs where if you don't know how to sing, you get they tell you can't sing.
is that what they were thinking about?
No, that's
Or
what they said. That's
they
the
said?
ending
Oh,
of the
okay.
film. Yeah, remember?
I gotta-
At the end
yeah.
of the film,
Alright.
he's like, you know, people karaoke and you can sing. No, our karaoke, if you can't sing, you can't sing.
You believe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boats and hoes. Dude,
So-
no, but you know, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, like if they did Grandma's Boy and whatever, like that's the thing I worry about.
I think a Grandma's Boy sequel is fucking necessary.
I think they could do it because that storyline could carry.
That and plus, you know,
Because they're a couple now, and he developed his game.
Yeah, he could
Yeah.
start his own company.
and the industry's had a whole lot of changes that they could totally riff on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they could have it where it's like, oh, he started his own company and he's like working with the same guys, And all he has to do is just go visit what's his name, Dante, and get weed, and fucking Dante has some weird ass shit going on. Hey, I got a fucking giraffe. You know what I mean? Like, just
I want to see that movie happen.
something ridiculous. I just want to see it just to see have Dante some weird crazy weed shit. Like that is always that. And then as long as what's his
It's
name,
up to
They all got to come back.
It's
Yeah,
up
they
to
all gotta
Adam
come back.
Sandler though, isn't it? Because he's the one that funded all that shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. His
He'll
Happy
do it.
Gilmore films or whatever.
Yeah, he'll do.
Happy Madison.
He would do it if it was like good to
Excuse
go. Oh, you did.
I did say excuse me.
Disgusting.
That's that fried chicken.
Popeyes.
You don't want to smell this
in the
microphone.
house.
My microphone's purple,
How long-
like my Lakers.
Like us. You ready? You ready for the hate when they come back?
Man,
You know it, right?
I'm loving the hate. They mad.
Man, I'll admit I got into the NBA pretty hard because of that whole drama, man. It was
Yeah,
funny
Laker hate is
shit.
why I started even paying somewhat close attention to basketball
Yeah,
again in
yeah.
this decade. Like, that shit's great to watch.
I mean, I'm not like I said, man. You know me, I'm not
I'm
like
Yeah,
happy
I
for
know.
the
I
Warriors.
don't claim
but
to
Laker
be
hate,
a hardcore NBA.
Yeah.
I love basketball,
Yeah.
but just the pro league, it's like I don't follow it that hard. But I would love for I was gonna say the Niners. I would love for the Warriors to win one at least.
Yeah,
Not gonna
because
happen.
it's-
of course.
Just because it's it's
It's not gonna
it's a local thing, San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah.
But
Even though I respect Mark Jackson a lot, it won't happen. It'll never. It'll happen, but it'll happen in like another 10 years or some shit. It's not gonna happen.
well, I'd rather the Sharks.
There's too many
win.
good teams for it to happen. It's not that it can't happen. It's just they would have to build such a fucking good
You're
team.
saying they're not
because
it's not
of,
that they're incapable. There's other teams that are better.
yeah, it just you're talking about teams that they would have to overcome. It's like fuck, you got to build a lot of talent on that team to overcome those other teams, or you're just gonna have to get lucky. And I just don't see the luck happening. You know what I mean?
I wish
They're gonna be good. They're gonna always be in the playoffs, doing this shit just like the Lakers. They're not. Both of them are just not gonna win championships because it just one is too old. The other one's on the way up because they're young and they're gonna be capable. It's an organization willing to fucking step out of their fucking stupid nonsense and get to the point of putting money in there and getting a team built because they already got a lot of good young talent. Now they just got to get fucking big dudes, and that's been a problem for the Warriors. Shit for the
Forever,
for the
dude.
yeah.
Forever.
Oh, then the Warriors got to get big dudes.
Yeah, the
Big guys that
the
can move and
NBA
fucking
is
make plays
NBA
happen.
is about like having a Stephen Curry and a big motherfucker like
Yeah.
Dwight Howard. If you don't have either one of those,
Isn't that guy?
you're a rap.
Wasn't there like that?
So,
one-
for example, that's what Dwight Howard had, but he didn't have a point guard. You got to
Yeah.
have a point guard. You got to have a big man.
Yeah.
If you don't have either one of those, it's a wrap. Then you build around that with mediocre or sometimes good players. But if you don't have either one of those, there's no way you can win a
doesn't the
title.
Warriors have a big man, or is
No.
it just whack?
We got
He's an
these-
Australian motherfucker who always gets hurt.
They just don't got really.
What's his
They
name?
don't got the
They
weight
always
to
call
throw
him
around
Bogus.
against the other
Yeah.
big guys in the
Bogut.
league.
Bogut. Okay, that's right,
Yeah.
Bogut. Yeah, that was. I
And
was
then
hearing-
David Lee, but David Lee's injury I think is more serious than they expect because it's a hip,
Yeah.
and they already trying to trade him.
Oh, David
so-
Lee's tall. He's a big guy.
He's a power forward.
Oh, okay.
He's a good ass fuck. He got game.
Yeah.
Crazy ass white boy. But the problem is, it's just they don't have the big man. They don't have somebody compete against even a Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
like Tim
a
Duncan
or
sometimes fucks with
Shaq
him.
or,
Yeah,
Greg Olin or whatever his
Yeah.
name is. Yeah.
he's with Miami now. That's gonna be funny.
Well, they're already talking about because they got him. Like
Miami
oh,
suck a
three-peat.
dick.
So you're like hating. That's like your official hate right now.
What, Miami?
Oh, because
I hate.
because you don't like LeBron James.
I don't like LeBron
That's right.
James. I don't respect
fucking
him.
almost
I
forgot
respect
about
his
that.
game. I don't respect him. I don't like what he did because I love basketball. I don't like what he did, man. I think
What
that's
did he
the.
do?
You talking about the Cleveland thing? Still?
Explain
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay.
I just he finally admitted
Like
to
I
it.
never asked about this. Why you hate this guy so much?
I hate because I'm a kid that grew up watching basketball, and then just the industry itself was where GMs and all these people had power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give the players some type of power, but not to do it, publicize it, and disrespectfully the way he did. If he respected the sport, if he respected the city, the state he comes from, all this shit, he could have put the organization aside and said, "Listen, this is what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it on TVs. I'm gonna get paid. It's be good for the sport, whatever." Nah, he didn't do that. He did it to be a fucking asshole and say he's a fucking king. That's another thing that really drives me crazy the most. that King James shit. You ain't a fucking king. You don't even have enough rings to call yourself a king.
So
That's the worst thing. That's the first thing out of respect for the sport and for the people who love and grew up on the shit. First thing he should have killed was like, don't call me a king. I'm not a king yet. When I get there, call me king. That's the shit that drives me the most out of this motherfucker is the king shit. He's not a fucking king. I don't give a stat.
Players, I think, man.
There's the stats and all that shit. Fuck that. You'll get there, but to call yourself a king, I think it even bothers Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan never gives LeBron props. He respects him, but he don't give him props ever. Yeah. He always chooses Kobe because you don't do that shit, man. Yeah, you call yourself a fucking king. You play in an era that's been so fucking pussy. You can call yourself a king. Anybody can call themselves a king. The NBA from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, that was real street ball. You can fucking line drive with somebody, and it was a fragrant foul. Now you can't even fucking put your arms on people. All that shit. This shit is soft.
And then they flop.
It's so fucking soft. Yeah. Look, and then the worst thing for the sport, and you called yourself a fucking king. You're a 6'9", 260-pound dude, and you flop like a bitch.
Yeah, he does.
Against these little dudes, and it everybody drives on it because it makes him look like a pussy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you're doing it on national TV.
So what set it off? It's just because I'm just curious. I'm not like.
For number one thing for me is the king shit. Yeah. Like ever since King NBA at a high school, whatever, the king shit. You ain't a king. Don't. That's the first thing. Yeah. Who was around him should have taught him.
Big ego thing. That's one thing. Yeah. And the other thing was when he had this whole press conference on going to take my talents to South Beach. Yeah. So if he would have done that,
respect the sport, respect the people who are the fans who love the sport. You don't do that shit.
If he would have done it quietly, it wouldn't have bothered you that much that he moved.
No.
Because that's what I was thinking.
All these other players did that. Yeah. Do you think Karl Malone and Gary Payton, they probably talked to each other offline and say, "Yo, we owe. Let's go try to get this ring with Kobe and Shaq." Yeah. They didn't have to publicize that shit. Yeah. Fuck that.
It's that's terrible. That's true. It's kind of like how Shaq went to the Lakers. Yeah. Like it wasn't a big public thing. Like it just
happened.
They announced it. It happened. So like the ESPN or whatever announced it, and then that was it. Like he just maybe did a little press conference after the fact, and that was it. It wasn't like this whole thing where it's like I'm gonna
just popped up all of a sudden.
Yeah,
one day.
like I'm gonna do a whole thing and announce where I'm going. Like the decision. Yeah. Like, you know.
And I'm glad that Dwight Howard's going to do the same shit, and I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad that people around him said, no, don't do that. Basically, he just the trade happened.
It kind of almost went that way.
Yeah, and it was no, he actually was planning on do some shit like that. Yeah. But you could tell people don't do that shit, and that's the team you need around you to say that shit.
That's what I don't like about Dwight Howard, because even though
his legacy's already fucked. He's going on his third team,
even though he
ain't done shit.
He basically complained.
That's the truth.
That's like... You know, it doesn't matter what job you're in this world. If you start openly complaining, especially if it's televised, that just makes you look bad already. Yeah. And then he's like, and he moves. That's what fucked it all up, because he comes to the Lakers. It's all like, and then like,
he just complained. He whined. He put up numbers and with him, but he couldn't handle. The problem with that is he's an egotistical motherfucker, but he doesn't want to admit it, and he's young. And he's young and immature. And you had one of the greats telling you, yo, this is what we got to do. The people who fucking stayed with Kobe are people who's like, yo, he's an asshole, but he wants to win. Yeah. I bet you MJ was the fucking same way. Magic was the same way. Why? Because they want to win. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yep. And the problem with LeBron, he went to a place where he could manipulate the situation with people who didn't have the mind or fought back. Dwight Howard, you never see Dwight Howard get bold with him. Never. You ever see Dwight Howard man up? It was your motherfucking team, bitch. It ain't even your team no more.
It's like what's his name? Because there was nobody like that. Even though D Wade
won that championship with Shaq. Right. D Wade won that shit. Yeah. I respected D Wade. Yeah. They called him the Flash. Yeah. That fool. Back then, when he fucking used to school Kobe.
He's a superstar. Yeah, he's a superstar. He's just getting a little old, but he's a superstar.
He's done. He's got like a couple years left. Yeah. Those knees are done.
I mean, that's why LeBron was able to come in, because he's basically coming in at the tail end of D Wade's career. Yeah. So
and LeBron has to stay in Miami now. Because if he goes anywhere else, his legacy's fucked, and he's not gonna. I'm sorry, unless he fucking has people who really gonna jock him that way.
I don't jock him that way. Of course they're gonna jock him that way.
I don't see them winning that many more rings. I don't see him winning 5-6 rings, dude. I don't see LeBron.
He's not winning. See,
I don't see that shit.
And then the fact that you mentioned MJ, that's a debate that I've always hated, like over the years. Like, I mean, I'm an MJ fan, a Michael Jordan, but my problem is this whole comparison thing. Like, I don't honestly. Compare. You can't do it because when it comes to like when you say who's the greatest, I don't think of it as Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. He was the greatest of all time in his era. Like right now, if I had to pick a player like who's the greatest of all time at the moment, it would probably be Kobe. Honestly,
yeah.
Like because I don't put because he did win more rings. Yeah, he won it with Shaq. But he's just that kind of player from what I've seen. I mean, like I said, I don't claim to be an expert, but it's like for everything that I've seen that fool do since then, it's like he's the mama, man. He scored 81 points in 3 quarters. If they would have let him play a fourth quarter, he would have broke the 100. But the rumor is the NBA didn't want him to because of Wilt Chamberlain. Because of what it stood for that era of basketball. See, you know what I mean? And because nobody ever in life is supposed to do that in this genre. It would have been somewhat bad for the sport saying, yo, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? You have this real competitive nature, and this was soft-ass basketball where, Wilt Chamberlain just so tall, dominated it. So how could this happen? There's so many rumors about that. Of course, it's just like, oh, he's already dominant. Yeah. Don't let it go. Well, see, that's just corporate shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's politics.
Getting in the way.
But at the same time, I've come to the sport to love it so much. Grew up in it. There's an era like Jordan was part of the era, Magic was part of the era. Like Larry and Magic era, Magic beat Larry, but they're greats of their era. But within that era, there was greats at each position. That's the thing about basketball. Basketball's 5 positions. So in that era of Larry and Magic, there was a number 1 that was the best. That was Magic. Larry was a number 3. He was the best at a number 3. A shooting guard. It could have been anybody. Every position somebody was great, and they're known for that. So that's what people get it twisted too. It's like, okay, at Jordan and Magic of that era, yes, that's it. But every position, they don't play all the positions.
Yeah.
So they need a team to win. You know what I mean? And the reason why Michael Jordan is so respected, he did it with names that weren't big. And I respect that. He turned those names to greats. Scottie Pippen became a great because of Michael Jordan. Horace Grant became a great because of Michael Jordan. Bill fucking Cartwright. Like weird ass names became greats because of this guy. And that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
I agree. Fucking Chicago Bulls are like a rock band.
Yeah. And I remember I'm such a basketball fan and a diehard Lake fan. I cried when what he did to my old ass. Magic was by himself with AC Green, and it was dying. It was 91, and then that infamous move. Like I literally was balling. I was like, "Why are you doing this to my team?" I was mad. But that's when Magic was on the way out, and that's when Jordan was in. That was the beginning of Jordan. You know what I mean?
Jordan was like he was. What do you call it? Coming on his prime.
Yeah, and that's Jordan was fucking in the NBA. That was like his 8th season.
Yeah,
and that's why they compare him so much to LeBron. But they're not. You can't compare them. It's 2 different styles of games. And LeBron is more built like a Magic, and he does more what Magic did.
Jordan had to get through the Pistons before he finally got the taste of the champion.
And they
fucked him up. Man.
The Pistons used to fuck up the Bulls.
If you're able to catch the Hardwood Classics for those games, those are fucking those are the shit to watch.
They're one of the they're like the 70s, like the Pittsburgh Steelers were. That's the fucking the Detroit fucking Pistons of the 80s. They were the fucking team to fuck you up. Rick Mahorn. Book of Bill Laimbeer, like those motherfuckers.
Microwave.
Even Isaiah Thomas was a little punk.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, and supposedly that's the reason why he didn't make it to the Dream Team is because of
the beef with him.
And Jordan, and Jordan had to say. And
what about Dumars though? They always played Dumars.
Dumars is a beast too.
But Dumars was cool with Jordan though, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Dumars is one of the most successful GMs in NBA history.
Yep.
Like what he's done, like with those championships with Rick Hamilton and Chauncey Billups and Ben Wallace.
Yeah, I always wondered about that on Dream Team 1 why Isaiah wasn't there. Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they had a whole special on it, and it was because of the Jordan they gave Michael Jordan the I guess to kind of build a team from what the documentary said, and just the beef, you know. Even Scottie Pippen
totally
said,
disclude
Scottie Pippen, I think, is the one that really opened up about it and said, yeah, man, we didn't like them. They were beef, so we said, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's all good.
And I guess that was during that time, so if they would have had him, was been animosity or like it would have just been like a bad.
I thought Dream Team 1 was complete anyways.
No, that was that was sick. What was you about to do?
Dude.
Oh no, I was just looking like for highlights, but then all of a sudden I got to the fucking game. Remember those fucking Genesis games?
Oh yeah,
Bulls versus Lakers.
yeah,
Lakers versus Celtics. Yeah. Holy
those
shit.
are the precursors
dude.
to NBA Live right there.
yeah.
See, that's the thing. It was like I said, I love basketball, but it's like I couldn't get into the NBA that hard. Really, it was just because San Francisco didn't have an official team.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Oakland, basically. I mean, even though it was Golden State, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I mean, I used to play with this dude, actually, basketball back in the
Yeah,
day.
actually,
that's a funny thing.
Those are the video games I actually used to win, was the basketball ones.
Yeah.
I did. That and, like, of course, football.
We had our rivalry in Tecmo Bowl. I remember those
No,
days.
Tecmo Bowl, I used to fucking Bo Jackson them motherfuckers.
I know.
And then,
All the time.
And then I would literally do a little
running play.
I would do like a little
holy
shake
shit.
and be like touchdown and be like, fuck this shit. And then he would be the Niners and be like, he would just throw in the end zone in the corner. And it'd
just be Montana to Rice, end zone to end zone. That's
and
it.
I would just run.
And he would just run Bo Jackson, just go. Let me just zigzag real quick. And you know how you zigzag,
and then take off.
Yeah, build speed. And I was like,
whip Jason with a controller in his head, man.
Yeah, even like when I had
bastard,
Ronnie
man.
Lott trying to catch you,
It was
way,
gone.
man.
But then it'd be funny because then he'd be like, oh, so I played at a tournament when I got home and I was Bo Jackson. I won every game. I was like, I told you.
Because I was like, I want to see how fast he really is.
'Cause
Like, if I control him.
Because you could tell back then, I was like, video games were so lame. Like the algorithms back there or whatever back then was so slow that just one move would beat the other defender because of who he was and nature of the real thing. Like he could always win. It's Bo Jackson. You know, like you could never catch him.
That was kind of real, almost ish. Because like Bo Jackson was the shit.
He's still. I think he's.
I saw that 30 for 30 film on ESPN.
They still call him to this day the best two-way player in sports.
I did not know.
Yeah.
He was in the outfield in baseball, right?
Yeah.
He had some fucking.
They said he was still. I think there was one player they said it was better than him in two-way, but to me he was the best two-way player.
Well, the only one that's even comes close is Deion Sanders.
No, it was somebody.
Barely.
It was somebody else.
I don't know anybody else
it
after
was. It was somebody else. I forgot what it was.
A football and
he would have been a big name
star?
though.
Yeah, I know. I
don't
think it's before. It was old. I forgot what special it was, but there was another player, a few other ones.
I can't think of anybody besides those two guys. But there
was somebody on the Trailblazers in the '80s that was a two sport dude.
Who?
Portland?
Oh wait, no, is it Portland? Oh, fuck. Never mind.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to look that one up. I know there was a white guy that was a two sport dude. He played basketball and baseball. Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know.
I gotta remember that. I gotta look that up.
Oh, there's Sean Lee of the Cowboys this year. He does that. I didn't know that.
Oh,
he's
really?
Baseball. Yeah, he's baseball and football.
What baseball teams he play on?
I don't know.
Interwebs.
Two-way. Oh, there we go.
Two sport athletes.
Cross reference.
The Rebels. Ugh. I don't even. Okay.
But what sport did they come from? No,
see, that's what I think it's not saying. I don't think this is right.
Oh, Kenny Laughlin. There you go. He was basketball and he went straight to baseball and dominated.
I think that might
Kenny
be
Lofton?
Yeah.
Was he playing at the same time?
No.
Or it was like, he left.
And I think that's what this is. It's not going to tell you they're playing at the same time.
That's probably what it. That's what. Okay. I got to put like simultaneous.
Yeah, or some shit.
Hold on. But
right there, greatest two sport athletes of all time.
There, click on that complex.
The one right underneath.
Look.
Go.
Look on the results.
No. Oh, right here.
Exit.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Greatest sports athletes of all time.
Bo Jackson, bitch.
I'll be surprised if he ain't number one. Oh hell no.
No, that was
prime time.
All right, what is? All right.
And the way I did it though,
bleep
bleep
out
out nice.
This guy.
Yo, he's fucking Babyface's ex-wife. She's still hot.
Really? Get out of here. All right.
Dude, go to click.
So Deion Sanders, 15. He's number 16. Okay.
He's
Danny
winning
Ainge?
right now.
What?
He got
Danny
this-
Ainge? He
Yeah, that's who it is.
Oh, that's who you're talking about?
Danny Ainge. That's who I was
Fuck
thinking.
Danny Ainge.
Wait, isn't he?
Me,
what does
I
he do?
never liked him.
What does he do now? Is
He's
he
a
like
GM for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He's bitch.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
bitch. All right.
Yeah.
Charlie
Ward, dude.
Basketball.
Yo, he was one of the sickest college quarterbacks, and to this day, people are still bewildered why this motherfucker went to basketball.
Well, I mean,
He was good in basketball, but he wasn't great.
Simultaneous, right?
Oh yeah, this guy. This is the guy that was.
Bronco.
This guy was ranked 1, I think, on ESPN or some shit.
Bronco Nagurski.
Yeah, I think that was the guy.
Wait, he was ranked 1 on ESPN.
I think so. Like if it wasn't
for
one,
its multi.
yeah.
Dave. How do you pronounce that?
Oh,
last
he
name?
just-
Deboucher.
Deboucher?
You could just click these.
Deboucher.
motherfuckers. They
Okay,
weak.
we don't know. They weak. We don't care. Brian Jordan.
Brian Jordan sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was on the Braves, I think.
Oh yep, Atlanta Falcons. Now I remember.
And the Falcons.
Yeah.
What?
I remember.
Another Neon Dion.
Another Deanna.
Well, I know Conacher.
Yeah, that dude's famous.
Herschel Walker. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
UFC. He does MMA.
Yeah.
Dude, he's fucking ripped, man.
See,
He still
this
does
is
that.
not. This is not.
I don't
what
know
we're
about
talking
now, but-
about. Well, it says present, but I don't know how old this site is. But wait a minute.
You should look this dude up.
See, this isn't. Oh, it is. 2013. Holy shit. This is not what I'm talking about. This is not what we're talking about, though. We're talking
I know,
same
but still,
time.
let's finish this. It's interesting.
All right. Because then you could say, "Oh, Kaepernick," too, because it's like fucking.
Fuck Kaepernick.
Whatever. You're fucking.
Like that one.
You're gonna
Hella
leave, motherfucker.
Hella fast, huh?
Yep. Woo.
He's another modeling bitch like Tom Brady.
Fucking- God, where's my fucking knife?
Fucking shit, dude.
Where's my
Your boy,
knife?
hey, your boy got a
I like how
career.
you stuck that in.
Hey, your boy got a career at Chippendales. Oh
Hey.
shit!
I'll admit that shit is getting on my nerves a little bit. He's like he needs to establish himself a little bit more before he
he's
gets a
going-
little hype, man. That shit reminds me.
I'm kind of worried that he's hanging out.
He
with
going,
This
if
kinda
you don't
sh-
watch out, you're gonna end up like Aaron Hernandez, killing the motherfucker.
Oh man, this shit.
Yeah, Jim Brown.
He's hella tight with E-Rock.
Oh shit, he played lacrosse.
Is he?
They be kicking it all the time, partying. Oh, I don't know about all the time, but like
see,
boys posting
that,
always.
despite his good nature and all that, he can go down a shit.
Yeah, he could take it down a couple notches
You
right
know.
now. I agree.
Oh, I mean, I'm saying he's gonna go down a path that he should not be going, man. And it's
Yeah.
like going partying and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Like that whole thing with him wearing that Miami shit. I'm like, the fucking hat didn't even bother me. It was him like being all topless and like in the party. I'm like, really, dude, you are feeling yourself right now, man.
Willie beaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Dion in the Niners.
Deion Sanders, dude. What's his name? Neon Sandcastle. That commercial
Prime
was
time,
great.
motherfucker.
Neon
Prime time.
Sandcastle.
Yeah, or Leon Sandcastle. That fucking shit was great. Have you seen that commercial? Yeah.
Bo.
Bo Jackson.
Bo,
Was it
baby.
Told
before?
you, it's gonna
What?
be great. It's gonna be like some white boys.
Oh yeah, like old timers.
Told you.
Yeah, he's Bo Jackson's the greatest simultaneous sports
Yeah,
athlete.
because he played at the same time.
Yeah,
Dion did too for
Yeah.
couple years,
that's what I'm saying.
but he wasn't great at baseball.
That's what I'm saying. He's the
Yeah.
only one that's comes even
Yeah.
in the conversation. Ever.
He was on the Giants for a sec.
who?
Dion, wasn't he?
No,
Nah.
no.
I think it was just the Braves and
Let me.
I can't remember. Jim Conley, Jim Thorpe. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jim Thorpe. That's who his number one was. Yep, that's who
I'm
it
not
was.
surprised. He's famous, a legend.
He was a famous quarterback.
Yeah, but
Yep, he was on the San Francisco Giants for a second.
oh okay. No, I didn't know that shit.
Yep, I remember that shit.
Kate Upton. That's a nice bitch.
The girl that wants doesn't mind hair on your stomach but none on your back. You seen that fucking commercial?
The other girls from New Girl.
Which one?
I forgot.
Oh,
her name.
the one with
The
the
pretty Indian
like,
girl?
the bangs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's Indian and white. She's
Oh,
pretty.
okay. Oh yeah, that is
Cece.
where she's from.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. I forgot what her name is, but yeah, that's where she was from.
Yep.
And then the last girl, Genesis.
Genesis.
She was in a couple movies, but I think she's just a model. So
Huh.
Well, I think it's been like an hour and a half.
Yeah, man.
We've been going.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Sidebust comes to an end.
yeah, I think so, because I think you guys got something to do, or no? You guys are good?
I'm good.
I mean, I think we want to just... You think we're good for now, right?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Yeah, good.
Get the
good.
editing done.
All right. Yeah. Fuck you.
Sidebust, bitch.
Sidebust, it was great.
Friday edition.
It was great.
Motherfucker.
Sidebust.
Motherfucker, what I'm gesturing back.
I'm just kidding.